Owings Mills, Maryland 21117.
In the past, we've given you a look behind the scenes at the complex systems it takes to build a modern car. But most buyers are still unaware of the torturous endurance testing a design goes through before it even makes it to the assembly line. So we asked FYI reporter Jennifer Cosnavas to take a close look at this mysterious process and help us separate the fact from the fantasy.
For millions of people all around the world, Disney World represents the land of magic, especially since General Motors added one new feature to the park last year. It's called Test Track, and it's one of the most popular rides here. But make no mistake, folks, this is not just fantasy. It's based on reality.
Well, Test Track is an attempt by General Motors to take people sort of behind the scenes, if you will, a little bit under the tent cover. We want to give people an idea as to how we do our business, and in order to do that, we have to take them to places that, quite frankly, we don't even take our own employees.
And that place is the Milford Proving Grounds, located just outside of Detroit, Michigan. This is where your car is put to the test.
Test Track is really an attempt by General Motors and Walt Disney to show people the exciting world of testing, automotive testing, at a GM Proving Ground facility.
Things like extreme climate conditions, ABS on and off, up and downhill grades.
We tried to encapsulate what people would recognize. They'd recognize hill climbing. They'd recognize severe avoidance maneuvers. And obviously we do a lot of ride and handling stuff that's just captured in one avoidance maneuver there. It's probably got at least a representation of about 80% of what we do here.
Test Track is an adequate representation, but no ride can assess what really goes on at Milford.
Obviously, we have some limitations here. There are 123 miles of test roads at Milford, and our test track is only 1 mile long. So what we tried to do is take the most exciting elements of the proving ground and boil it down into this 5-minute and 30-second experience.
I mean, it's a ride, and so it has to balance being an accurate portrayal against people wanting to enjoy themselves. If we truly put people on our rough surfaces, they wouldn't enjoy it at all. Our own drivers have significant trouble on it as it is.
And before you climb on board, you get a glimpse at various other tests during the pre-show. And then there's the post-show, where you get to see the finished product. This is definitely not a roller coaster.
Test Track is Disney's fastest and longest thrill ride that we have here. It's showcased here at Epcot. This ride is the first and only one of its kind that I'm aware of where the vehicle is self-propelled. It has an actual engine set up, electric engine in the back with all of the components and braking systems very similar to a car.
Disney says between 16 and 20,000 people ride this daily. Of course, there's the problem with the long lines, but Disney has found a solution. Along with other rides here, they're using a system called FastPass. Essentially, you're making a reservation.
We added our Fast Pass system to a Test Track to help generate more opportunities for guests to get through the attraction and see it. The response from our guests have been overwhelming right here. It's fantastic. Mainly the thing I enjoy most is watching the guest reaction, how they enjoy it.
Now we've heard from the experts, but aside from all the technical jargon, what do they think of the ride?
I thought it came out very well.
Very invigorating, thrilling, so many memories here.
I think our communications targets are being met. There's a lot more brand awareness in General Motors products than there had been prior to them coming into the building. And above and beyond all else, I think they've been thoroughly entertained, which is, in typical Disney tradition.
So when GM and Disney started with just a blank piece of paper, they must have wished upon a star, because it looks like what their heart desired came true.